Okay, I'm gonna pretend like I'm doing a live stream, which I'm not. But I'm trying to return to form. So what I want to do is I want to make a video that's helpful. Basically doing a bit of a how-to video of how I've done some of the videos that I have elected to do for some of the pages that I run, like Bossman Cinema, by example. And funny, a lot of what I've been doing for Bossman Cinema is similar to what I used to do when I was, and I'm going to be using that example, when I was watching a lot of battle rap. I used to use this right here to record it, and that's what this is going to be about. I might be making 3 videos. I have no idea how long this is going to be. But there are some things that I want to show. So let me see if I can minimize. Can I minimize my window? Oh, wait, I might not have to. Alright, let me do something. It's going to look kind of ridiculous, but at the risk of sounding or looking ridiculous, let's do it. Yeah. So this is us looking at like the screen here, right? This same screen that I'm, obviously it looks like infinity right now, right? Now, we want to have a look at this here and this here, right? So let's say, for example, I'm going to play some battle rap in the background, right? So let me, well, yeah, let's hope we don't get too much. Right. All right, let me let me not do that. Let me try and get to something a little more SFW, safe for work, right? So why don't we look for like one of them podcast type of, yeah, let's do that. Just in case they throw some, N words and F bombs and just whatever. Yeah, I'm looking like I'm looking for something interesting. Like, there we go. Yeah, we can do this. I don't necessarily want to do this, but nah.
5, 4.
Oh, okay, fine.
2, 1. Hello, Jordan Peterson.
Hello, Mr. Rogan. How
you
you
look
doing?
very spiffy today.
Thank you, sir.
This is a new look for
Okay.
you. You've been rocking these a lot.
So you notice
these big.
All right, watch this. Oh crap! Hold on.
Gigantic.
All right, watch this.
What do you call those things?
So now that I've paused it, right? You notice that now you can only see this level going up for the microphone here, but you're not seeing anything happen here. But as soon as I start playing again,
so these concerts that you guys are doing, what do you?
You notice that?
Well, lectures, discussions
it's
is
back.
what I think of them as,
Right?
Because I'm discussing.
So why that's important is because that tells you 2 things, right? So for example, if I click on this, you're not going to hear me anymore. So let me do that by example. Now watch this. Now notice, even though you notice how it was going up and down and it was in gray, indicating that I was talking but nobody could hear me, right? So the ideal setting for recording a video, right? Let's say you want like a podcast when, let's say for example, you're anticipating that you're going to be on the road and you're not going to have access to internet or anything like that. So you want to record some of these things so that you can, either watch them on your laptop or your tablet or whatever you want to put them on. Well, obviously, it's more than likely a tablet. I mean, sorry, your laptop, because tablet's probably not going to have all of the features like what we would have here, right? So just to point that out, the best thing to do is to do this. So when you have it, in other words, when you mute the microphone and you press record and you want to get all of the the video of whatever it is that you're recording, then you can easily just leave it like this. So that's the ideal setting to have. So for example, if you want to record like an intro for your own show, right? Something that I've actually done for my Bossman Cinema, which I will actually try to create a brand new intro just so that you have an idea of how that is done. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we need to know. So this is for the microphone, and this is for the audio playback from the machine itself, right? So again, if you notice, let me just play from YouTube again.
I mean, you might think it's kind of perverse to be discussing with a 3,000 person audience, but it's not, because if you pay attention to the audience, they're constantly, and the individuals in the audience, they're constantly providing feedback.
So therefore, if you want to record that without having any noise in the background, you click on this and you just let the recording just continue. Yeah, you just hit record, make sure that your mic is muted. So therefore, like right now, the trucks are passing, right? So if I don't want the trucks as a part of the, you know, the video that I am selecting, and this goes for anything you want. It could be a local video on your laptop. Let's say, for example, for me, like I watch a lot of either, you know, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind, or The Blacklist, right? If I want to record that in particular, you know, I can always do a desktop capture, whether I do a smart selection, which I've actually done here for this particular screen, right? I had to literally do a so okay, let me give you an example of what that means. So I will go here and click on add source, right? And then it will give me the option now to go to desktop capture. You can use smart selection, or you can go to like the tab on whichever one of your browsers. So you notice that this is like for Chrome right here. This is the VLC player that I was using, right? So you can go local if you want, right? So this is literally from your media player, right? So you can throw whatever videos you wanted there, and whatever selection you make, you'll be able to see that pop up on your screen while you're recording. Or you can use the YouTube tab or window, or you can just do a smart selection, right? When you do that, you know, it will obviously show you the dimensions to capture, right? So, you know, just giving you an idea of that. So I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. But just to, you know, just putting that out there, right? So this is just an example of that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know why I have that, but yeah. So that's just an example of what would happen there. Yeah. Oh, look at that. No, I can't. All right. No, here's another cool thing that we need to know, right? These eyes right here, if you click on any one of them, it kind of takes it out of view. So let me do this. All right, it's kind of delayed, so I'm hoping that it actually works at some point. There you go. Yeah, let me apologize for the delay. And then I'm going to try and click on this one as well, right? So let me see what happens there when I do that. There we go. See? Right. So yeah, it's a bit delayed. A bit. So again, let me try and bring this back up so we can have a look at yeah, so right. So oh, there's something cool about these three right here. So you have scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. In another video I will try to show you like the beauty of having something like this. It's really cool when you can take advantage of these. It allows you to compartmentalize, so you can focus on one theme at a time. So scene 1 can be your intro, scene 2 can be your first segment, scene 3 can be your second segment, and scene 4 can be your final segment, and then you can go back to scene 1, play the intro as like your sort of your exit to the show. You know what I mean? So 1, 2, 3, 4, go back to 1, and then of course, you know, you wrap up your show like that. Right? So that's kind of cool over here. Let me see what else. I'm trying to think of anything that I am overlooking. Oh, no, for the gamers out there, right? You have a choice. You can literally do a smart selection of your gaming window, or you can go straight to game capture where it will auto detect, right? And it will pick up whatever game you decide to bring up. It will bring up that window, and then you'll just click on that, and it will, you know, then whenever you want to record any gaming footage that you're using, then it will just bring up that window and display it to you right then and there, right? This is for, you know, selecting whichever camera that you're going to be using. So you can decide which so you can use the local camera on your laptop or an external camera, right? All right, give me 1 second while I try to get this dog that wants to get out of my room. So give me 1 second while I sort out that. Okay, I'm hoping that this wasn't too bad a tutorial. I guess I think I needed to go through the, you know, the initial part of it there. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I left out. Did I leave out anything? I don't know. I showed the scenes and the importance of having whichever microphone muted, right? You have the speaker, so you have the computer speaker itself and the microphone, right? I showed that. Yeah, I think anything else I will probably do in another video, because I want to do an example of creating an intro. Not only creating the intro, but creating multiple intros using the same footage, right? You use the same video and you create multiple versions of it, and then of course you can rename your video in particular, because they're going to be named like 2023 underscore XYZ da 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 da, and that's not helpful. That's absolutely not helpful. So yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to be more, you know, more helpful, right? So here are the rules or the steps. So step number 1, download XSplit Broadcaster. It's honestly, compared to OBS, the learning curve. Wait, why is it saying high CPU usage? Oh no, wicked so. Sure. Anyway, yeah, the learning curve for XSplit compared to OBS, it's like night and day. It's insane. Like I've tried to use OBS and it's just, some people say it's the same. It's like comparing the iOS to Android. It's crazy. it's just crazy. Like there's no way. You know, the iOS is clearly the more difficult UI to engage with, right? I'm rambling, but not too much, right? So in the next video, what I'd like to do is, wait, hold on. So yes, I had to mute out some trucks and bikes a while ago. Yeah, so again, what I did here, I did a smart selection of this window itself, right? So I did a smart selection of this particular window, which is why you can see all of this here, right? So it allows you to see what I'm talking about. So this is my mic, right? This is a computer speaker. So whenever something is playing and you want it to be recorded, the best advice I can give you is to do this. And while it is in that position, you obviously press record, so that way you can go about your business and do whatever you want. If it's even, if the video even stops, you can always come back and trim off the latter end of the video to where it actually stopped at the precise point, and then everything is perfect. And then you will have the video that, and why that is important is because you're doing this just in case you're in a situation where you don't have internet access and there's some videos that you really want to discuss, some videos you really want to capture and talk about, you know. So if you are doing like a reaction video, if you're doing a critique on a particular video, like you want to, whether you're doing an agreement or you're in disagreement with whatever topic the person is presenting, then of course this is how you can go about doing that, right? You can just, again, go right here and you leave it like that. I'm only clicking it off because I need to continue talking to everybody, so you know. There's that. So yes, that's that. And of course, if I want to disappear, I can always do this. Yeah. So there's a lot of fun you can have. You know, there's a whole lot of fun you can have while you're using XSplit. So the first thing you do, download, yeah, XSplit Broadcaster. That's what you do. And then after, you know, you watch a few tutorials on the initial setup, because the initial setup, this, if you use it as is, it is fine. But of course, you might want to, you know, get some, you know, a little extra advice depending on what kind of content you're going to be recording. Because let's say, for instance, you're going to be recording gaming, then you might want to, you know, go into a little bit more advanced settings, but not too far, right? Yeah, not trying to make this too long, right? So I'm no, I have an idea. Watch this. Okay, so let me apologize for any technical difficulties. So I was trying to show you that, right? That's the way that you can I mean, so I had that video originally. It was like a video with no audio, and whenever I wanted to create a different version of it, what I would do is I would throw it in XSplit, have it play, and then I would have another piece of music in the background, have that play, and of course I do as I instructed you to do. You press you mute the microphone so that there's none of the sounds from your environment get into the video itself, and then you record that. So this way you get multiple versions of the same video with different sounds. Yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to show there. So I'm going to show us how to make this in the next video. Alright, so again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Again, this is Bossman Digital Media. I'm doing my best to, you know, make as many helpful videos as I possibly can. Yeah. So I mean, what you're seeing here, yes. So what you're looking at is my screen selection of the VLC window, which allows me to play the song in the background. So again, Thanks for watching. I'll see you.